Good morning. Welcome to Unity in Harlem Sunday service. Today is Easter Sunday, April 9th, 2023. Happy Easter and blessings to all from Unity in Harlem. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118, verse 24. Easter is the time to sow the seeds of love, to reap a lifetime of blessings. This Easter Sunday special presentation will be given to you by Unity in Harlem's minister, Reverend Carol J. Hunt. The talk today, Be Your Resurrection. The order of service is as follows. Marie Poncé will perform the opening celebration song. Bob Poncé will read the Unity in Harlem affirmation. Orrin Hercules will read the daily word. Reverend Carol J. Hunt will give a guided meditation, and today's talk, Be Your Resurrection. After the talk, prayer requests, tithes, offerings, and finally the peace song. Now the opening celebration song by Marie Poncé. Marie?
What a glorious morning. Yay. Time to just breathe in all those beautiful buds and flowers. Yay. From the highest of heights to the depths of the sea, creation revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring, every creature unique in the song that it sings, all exclaiming, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck, we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, God. Who see lightning bolts telling them where they should go, sees heavenly storehouses laden with snow, who imagined the sun and gave source to its light, yet conceals it to bring us the coolness of night. None can fathom, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck, we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, God. Incomparable, unchangeable, you see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. You are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. struggling fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, amazing. We are amazing, God. Oh, powerful, untamable, unfathomable, God. You are amazing. Thank you, God.
Thank you, Marie. Now for the announcement. Unity in Harlem Zoom connection number is 698-428-2725. Phone number 929-205-6099. Passcode number 777-7777. Use these numbers to join Unity in Harlem after the service for fellowship. To join Unity in Harlem's Tuesday study group, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The book, The Universe is Calling, by Eric Butterworth. To join Unity in Harlem's Friday prayer circle from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Unity in Harlem's Gospel Brand for April 2023 is featured on Unity in Harlem's Facebook page. Unity in Harlem's 30-day spiritual fitness meditation every day for 30 days. Call 717-908-1837. Code 523925. Anyone wanting to speak to the minister about a personal matter, please call 646-481-1844. Join Unity in Harlem next week, Sunday, April 16, 2023. Guest speaker will be Reverend Saba Causey. Now, the Unity in Harlem affirmation. Bob?
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it." Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
Good, glorious Easter morning, everyone. Easter Sunday, April 9th, 2023. I am resurrected through the power of Christ. On this glorious Easter day, I am resurrected and brimming with new life. The stones of defeat and limitations have rolled away. I am free and unlimited. Throughout my Lenten journey, I heeded the call from my soul to recognize the stones in my consciousness and awaken to the infinite potential within me. I can now rejoice in the shimmering light of awareness with an open, joyful heart. My faith is strong, and I am ablaze with the radiance of spirit. I welcome eternal indwelling life into my mind and heart. Hope never dies. Jesus transcended death and demonstrated life is eternal. With a grateful heart, I rise up and claim new life. I am resurrected through the indwelling Christ. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new beginning. I have risen. I am the resurrection and the life. John 11:25.
My mommy would have loved the fact that her passing day was on this day, April the 9th. You know, she just loved the resurrection story. And this is done in honor of her, as well as my Aunt Nancy, who came through triumphantly. Ah, wonderful. Thank you, God. Great is thy faithfulness is our song. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassion, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in the four courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin and of peace that endureth, thine own dear presence to cheer and to guide, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. Blessings all mine and 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies we see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Great. Thank you, Reverend Carol Hunt, on this glorious Easter morning. Hello.
Hello. Hello. And thank you for that solid hymn of the church that is so foundational and grounding in its truth message. Great is thy faithfulness. Happy Easter. Blessed Easter to everyone, and so happy to have you with us. This has been an Easter season, Lenten season, Holy Week season, like none other that we can remember, at least not I can remember, in the immediate past. We could not begin our prayer time without saluting what many of us have witnessed on television or read about in the great state of Tennessee, the great state of Tennessee. This has been a week of inspiration as we, with many others across the globe, has witnessed 3 Americans standing for justice and love. Probably Jesus spoke about love more this last, what is called Holy Week, than any time during his 3 years of ministry. These 3 Americans demonstrated their love for humankind. And there today, I hope, are experienced and have already experienced rising out of hatred, fear, and limitation. And all the world could see it. And all the world will continue to watch it. They have been nothing short of inspiring. And for it all to happen during Holy Whole Week is amazing. So as we enter into this meditation and prayer, bring these 3 courageous individuals whose consciousness has been so wonderfully demonstrated. Bring them into our circle this morning and wrap them in the Spirit. Wrap them in the comfort and care and direction of their own sense of divinity, and allow it to express more and more. They speak for each one of us. And they are a blessing this Easter season. in the quietness of this moment. Follow your breath. Follow the easy rhythm of breathing in and out. Close your eyes. And just simply breathe. Breathe. God is, I am. God is, I am. Repeat that to yourself as you inhale and exhale. God is, I am. Each of us right now, sending this energy into our circle. God is, I am. God is, I am. Release any tension, stress, uncomfortableness that you may be feeling. Release it into this energy of God is, I am. Free yourself of what you may be doing later, what you left undone. Give yourself the gift of this moment. God is, I am. Breathe in for 4. Hold the breath for 4. And then exhale the breath for 6. Again, breathe in for 4. Hold the breath for 4. Slowly exhale the breath for 6. Feel a certain stillness, a certain quiet come over you. Be in the the quiet of the moment. This moment, right now. You return to normal breathing. And the word oneness flows in. Oneness. We are all one. We are one with the universe. The universe created out of the nothingness that was before. One with the universe. We are one with the peoples of the earth. Every corner, seen and unseen, we are one. With every animal, every creature, every plant, every flower, every blade of grass, we are one. We are the expression of oneness. One in the Spirit, one in the Lord. In oneness, we express our highest good. In oneness, we express divine love. Unconditional love flows through us, and in that love there is only perfection. We see that love stretching out to touch, to bless, to comfort, to replenish anything that appears to be in lack. There is no lack in the universe of love. All things are made perfect in and as love. Let love flow through as compassion. I walk in the shoes of every man. I am one. I give way and forgive in compassion to every man. I am one. I feel the harmony flow from one to another, to another, to another. I am not alone. I am connected. I am one. Oneness. Breathe oneness in and release it. Release it and see all things as they ought to be. Let go all appearances, knowing that behind every appearance, perfection seeks to be expressed. We call that perfection forth now. How grateful we are. How blessed we are. We give thanks for an awareness that is ours to have at any time. Let us choose all the time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe out. You can open your eyes, feeling relaxed, centered, and free. In the name of the consciousness of our elder brother, Jesus the Christ, we pray. And so it is, and so it shall be. Amen. Good morning again. Today, it's all about resurrection. Over here in Queens, the sun is shining brightly, offering us a brand new day to be our own resurrection. It is practicing the principle, the resurrection principle, in everyday life. And because we use the word principle, it doesn't take away from it the feeling, the joy of rising out of a old consciousness or old thought. The principle, the use of the word is to have us always know that the principle is alive and well, no matter what consciousness we may be in at a given time. And we are invited always to resurrect that principle in our life. The more we do, the more we become more responsible for who and what we are. We let go of the victim idea. If it wasn't for so-and-so, I'd be feeling better today. If it wasn't for the train being late, I was on the platform. Where was the train? And then when it comes, it is so crowded. The idea of it being done to me? No, there is always an opportunity to rise out of that, the resurrection principle. Every year, when Easter comes around, millions of people have difficulty getting their heads around the story of Jesus and the recorded history of his resurrection from the dead. The story really never changes, even though the three Gospels have slightly different variations, renditions. These stories can be found in Luke 24, Matthew 28, John 20. And you can read for yourself and see the differences. It reminds me of an occasion when people would go to the same event. And when they left the event and began to talk about it, maybe there was a central core that everybody agreed to, but then there were little variations and nuances, and people would say, "Oh, I didn't see that," or "I didn't hear that." Really, did that happen? That happens today. It happened then. So the variations are who arrives at the tomb, the numbers of angels there when the folks got there, whether Jesus appears at the tomb or walking along a path, the guards at the tomb. The resurrection, seen only through the eyes of humans, human mentality, misses the point. The challenge of did he or didn't he remains and will always remain. Like when the guards reported to the Roman leaders of his rising from the dead, they were instructed immediately to begin the false narrative that Jesus' disciples came in the middle of the night, spirited his body away, and now claims he resurrected. It is said that that story is alive and well to this day. The message for us, or everyone else, is to get a spiritual understanding of the resurrection from spiritual law. In the absolute, Jesus demonstrated the principle, the resurrection principle, from the idea of the absolute. As Fillmore states it, it is the restoring of mind and body to their original undying state. That's what happened. Undying state. I can think of two other stories, an allegorical story that began in that undying state and then ran into issues. Adam and Eve. They were in an undying state until consciousness made its entry. And we know what happened from that point on. Fillmore goes on to say, God is spirit and power. We are the same. We are spirit and power, possessing the same as the Creator. When coming into this realization in our own mind and heart and body, mind and body automatically becomes immortal. In that instant, we become immortal because we come into this realization of being spirit and power. The resurrection principle is the Christ, the I am. Each and every time you demonstrate the absolute principle of love, faith, strength, imagination, order, wisdom, and all the others, you experience the resurrection principle. You demonstrate the resurrection principle. You become one with resurrection. What a grand idea in consciousness. And to hold on to that and recognize that when it is happening, you are giving truth to your immortality in that moment. There is no way for the resurrection of Jesus to make sense without understanding we are one with God, as Jesus so eloquently said in his prayer recorded in John 17. This whole idea spiritual idea, gives mankind hope for himself. How did Jesus be his own resurrection? Our theme today is Be Your Own Resurrection, with an emphasis on the be. How did Jesus be his own resurrection? How did Mother Teresa be her own resurrection? How did Martin Luther King Jr. be his own resurrection? How did the Buddha be his own resurrection? How did Muhammad be his own resurrection? How did they do that? Muhammad said, "You will not enter paradise until you have faith, and you will not complete your faith, whole faith, until you love one another." Do you love your Creator? Love your fellow beings first. All that harkens back to God and power, that we are one with it. So love your neighbors. Love your fellow beings first. I understand in this quote the meaning of paradise is the same when Jesus said to the thief on the cross with him, "This day you are one with me in paradise." You are with me in paradise. This means in the moment. There is no future or past. There's only right now. In the consciousness of oneness, there is only right now. To be your own resurrection is to be in the consciousness of oneness. Love. How did Mother Teresa be her own resurrection? Mother Teresa says, "I am everything." Wow. I am everything. Every country I love, I am a child of God to love the humans. I see someone dying, I pick them up. I find someone hungry, I give them food. He can love and be loved. I don't look at his color. I don't look at his religion. I don't look at anything. Every person, whether he is Hindu, Muslim, or Buddhist, my brother, my sister, I am everything. Mother Teresa demonstrated what Jesus said to his biological mother and disciple son. Everyone is your mother, and everyone is your son. To be your own resurrection is to be everything to everyone. I am everything. Not even a slight opening for separation. I just think that statement is incredible. How did the Buddha be his own resurrection? The Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, said, "In the end, there are only three things that matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you." Loved, lived, and how gracefully you let go. Love is as blood, he says, nourishes the heart, which keeps it flowing. So love nourishes spiritual freedom and is in turn kept flowing by it. Nourishes spiritual freedom. That's what love does, according to the Buddha. Self-love, we cannot recognize love in others unless we have it for ourselves. Love your neighbor as yourself. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. To be your own resurrection is to love yourself. According to the Buddha. How did Martin Luther King be his own resurrection? Martin Luther King Jr. says, I've been on the mountaintop. I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen the promised land. I might not get there with you. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. What's the coming of the Lord? The fulfillment of man living with his brothers and sisters in love and harmony. The coming of the Lord, not some outside force somewhere, not someone coming, the divine Lord of each person. He saw the glory of it. The coming of the Lord flowing forth from each person in love and harmony. When Martin Luther King dreamed or had his vision, he became his own resurrection. He was able to say, it doesn't matter with me now. I'm not fearing any man. What did the Buddha say? How graceful you let go of things not meant for you. Martin Luther King Jr. let it go. To be your own resurrection is not to let it matter anymore. Let it all go. Jesus was his own resurrection because he specialized in being I am, in being the Christ. The power of the resurrection is in the Christ, he said. I am the resurrection and the life. It sounds like Mother Teresa. I am everything. All uppercase. I am everything. Jesus the Christ resurrected by way of bringing his body back to life through his consciousness. This power is the same for you and me. We affirm, I am, and demonstrate according to our consciousness. We demonstrate the I am according to our consciousness. The challenge for you and me is not to focus on whether we will rise from the dead, but rather, can I rise up from being lied to or lied about? Can I rise up from illness and disease or dis-ease? Can I rise up from believing in lack? Can I rise up from judging others? Can I rise up from not loving my brother, sister? Can I rise up from doubt? A question comes to mind. What was the prayer practice of Muhammad? It is said Muhammad was taught Salat, 5 daily prayers by the angel Gabriel. The prayers are done before sunrise, at midday, mid-afternoon, after sunset, after the skies grow dark. The Salat provides a regular interruption of the day's activities in order to focus the mind and heart on the first priority of life, service to God. We encourage in New Thought Unity to meditate and pray as often as you can. What was the prayer practice of Mother Teresa? This is what she said: prayer through the means of silence. Prayer through the means of silence took upon itself to form the intimacy with God and with Jesus. And when times come and we can't pray, it's very simple. If Jesus is in my heart, let him pray. Let me allow him to pray in me, to talk to God in the silence of my heart. What was the prayer practice of Martin Luther King Jr.? When in jail with Ralph Abernathy in Mississippi, they prayed all night, taking a page from Paul and Silas in the New Testament. Mississippi jails were known to be the worst in the South. African Americans did not survive in a Mississippi jail. The two of them survived the night and was released the next morning. The same was true for Paul and Silas. However, in a more dramatic fashion, their shackles and handcuffs fell off, and they walked out of the prison doors to the astonishment of the guards. Martin Luther King and Ralph Abernathy's release is no more astonishing for the times and the reputation of Mississippi jails. He said, I have so much business, I cannot get on without spending 3 hours daily in prayer. What was the prayer practice of the Buddha? The Buddha said everyone is to make up his own mind about the religious doctrines, and one is not to take a teaching on trust, but to test it on the touchstone of one's own experience. The Buddhist prayers are called mantras. How to be your own resurrection, how to rise up in your own life. These examples show prayer to be the first on the list. The first to be done on the list. Prayer, the intimate way of silence with God within, as Mother Teresa reminds us. Silence. Blessings to everyone. Happy Resurrection Day and in the days to come. Love to all. Let us turn our attention now to prayer requests. And after our tithes and love offerings, bring your attention to whatever prayer request you have, be it a person, things, conditions of the world. Put it in the center of the energy that you feel. Be open and receptive to the silence as you hear and feel it. Know that your request is unfolding in right and perfect order. Know that your request, as the desire of your heart, is right and true. Know that your request is whole and complete. There is nothing to be done. Let your faith bring it forth. Let your belief know it is here. Let it rise out of any separation, any doubt. Let it rise and be seen as the perfection that it's meant to be. See your request as the way it's intended to be. Remove any doubt you may have or any idea of how it should be. And instead leave it all to the unfolding of perfect consciousness in the Christ mind. We give thanks for this, for this understanding on this resurrection day. There is nothing that cannot rise and express itself in the consciousness of the Christ. We say amen to this truth. And now we think about the gift that we would share. Share with Unity in Harlem and share with the world. Our abundance. We give thanks for this abundance that flows through us and the desire in our heart to give, for in giving we receive. One experience. As we give, so we receive. As Harlem gives, so we receive. We give thanks for you and your continued trust in our stewardship. And we see in our mind's eye the growth of Unity in Harlem. In mind, in body, in spirit. We see the prayer on the screen that we share with one another every Sunday. I will say it first. Please join me after in saying it once more. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Shall we all now know it together? Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it.
Wow, we can really trust that we will get something new and something so groundbreaking from you, Reverend Carol Hunt. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am, Lord. Use me. Guide me. Fill me. Take me. Lead me by your will. Here I am, Lord. Ready to follow, to serve you, to love you, to be you in this world. Thy will is done through me this day. 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 Lord, you call, I answer. I'm open. I listen, I hear you. I feel you moving me. Lord, I come closer. Humbled, surrendered, lifted, committed to your plan. Thy will is done through me this day. 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 Here I am, Lord, I come. Here I am, Lord, I come. Here I am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Carol Hunt. Wow. You just took us all around the world, didn't you, today? Every consciousness, every city, every country, every thought. Wow, brought it back to Jesus. Whoa, what do you do? My goodness. Wowee. Amazing.
Resurrection is everywhere.
Is everywhere and everyone. How about that?
Yeah.
Everywhere and everyone. And we're all doing it every moment, aren't we? Getting to the point we're supposed to get at.
Right.
Wow.
Well, thank you for that. And so that song, yes, dedication and the will.
You're so welcome. I love that song.
Yeah.
Says it all, really.
All right. The prayer of protection.
Prayer protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. You know what? I got to get a little bit of water before I do this.
Sure.
You know, it's live. Yay. Now you know. The peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family, all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Oh, wow. What a song. My sister's favorite, too.
See everyone in a few
Join us.
minutes.
Join us. Zoom, zoom, zoom.